Today we're working on the center stage for the stage show Mary Poppins, and we're looking at the center stage rendering, and specifically today I want you to focus on this wallpaper. And you can see that we've copy and pasted some samples here, and we're looking now at a drawing that shows you a couple things. First, you have a scale drawing that shows you the size of the panel. Now I want you to pay attention to this 4x6 because that's the size of the foam panel that we're cutting and applying wallpaper to. You have a side view here that shows, if you can see in the video, the blue is the stage flat and the pink there is the actual wallpaper. So what's going to happen, as you can tell, is we're going to have this wallpaper panel applied to the stage flat between the bottom cove trim and the top of the chair rail. So it's going to nest right there inside that register. And just to give you another sample, here we have a simple drawing of a stage flat. There's the wainscoting beadboard on the bottom. There's the floor trim, chair rail, cove, and you can see that we're going to apply the wainscoting and then the foam panel that this video is about right to the stage flat. That way we can take it all off without affecting the flat itself. So now you're looking at a true sample of the actual wallpaper, and I've got to show you here. We've been practicing on different samples, and what we've determined is we do not need a pre-adhesive. Just pulling the membrane off the pink foam is enough, and it seems to work well. So this is just your typical insulation foam, and we have Christine and Joyce here. They're going to show you how the process begins. So the first thing we want to do is peel the membrane. The reason why we're peeling this membrane is because when slicing through with the razor knife, this membrane will snag and it will make for a rough foam cut, and we don't want that. So although we won't be painting or doing anything with this side, we'll consider this the back, we still want to remove the membrane. Now we're going to flip this panel over and cut it to size. Now these are 4x8 sheets by 1/2 inch. And we're going to cut this down to 6 feet. So now we're working with the good side. Now this will be the side that the wallpaper is applied to. And so Joyce is going to take a tape measure and from the bottom measure up 72 inches. Put a couple tick marks there on the panel. And slide it over to Christine, who is now going to do the same thing. So going from the bottom edge of the panel, she's going to put her tick marks. So the reason why we put tick marks is, although you would say, well, just put your tick mark on one side and use your drywall square, we want to make sure that we're as square as possible. So putting tick marks on both sides of the panel is definitely the bonus. So now using a drywall square, we're going to come down to the inside of that tick mark. You can see it there. Yep. All right. And then what she's doing is she's lining it up to the tick mark, and you can see it there, just floating underneath the edge of that panel there. So now Joyce is going to give it a thumb clamp, and while holding it, I'm going to cut this panel. Now, I want to show this to you, as this is important. Whenever you're using a razor knife, always consider what's underneath. Now you can see we have a piece of triple ply cardboard. Well, I'm going to cut right into that triple ply cardboard. So what we want to do is you're going to see them slide this panel so it hangs off the edge past the point. There we are. So she's measuring that up, so that's good. I still have the stability of this for strength, but I can cut through with my knife and not affect that piece of triple ply. So there they are, reapplying the drywall square. What I'm going to do with the knife is kind of with my hip, I'm going to press against it. Now notice that my hip is not in front of the cutting. In case I slip, I don't want to cut my artery with my hip. I'm going to pass straight through and be fine. And so now I'm going to turn this over to, let's see, Joyce, you do the camera. And Christine's going to do the thumb clamp down there. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that we're on our mark.
Yep.
There we are.